I would like to go back for just a moment now and explore once more this connection between this experience of pure consciousness and the unified field. I talked already about the profound qualitative correspondence between this field of consciousness and the unified field identified by physics. Qualitatively, they are the same, unbounded universal fields of pure self-aware intelligence. But if you look more carefully at the quantitative structure of the unified field as available now through modern mathematics, and the quantitative structure of consciousness in its unified state, which is open to direct experience and exploration through transcendental meditation and advanced techniques of meditation from the Vedic tradition of India, especially, you can explore the structure of unity. And, for example, in physics, you can take the unified field and shake it. This, for example, is what is done in a particle accelerator. You're shaking, stimulating the unified field and listening to its reverberant states. It's like banging a guitar. If you bang a guitar, it makes a noise. But very quickly the noise settles down until you begin to hear several pure tones of vibration. Those are called the fundamentals and harmonics of the guitar string. E, C, G, A, etc. Like that, the unified field has its own natural reverberant frequencies. And those reverberant frequencies, which are mathematically derivable from the unified field of physics, correspond one by one to the so-called elementary particles, the graviton, the photon of electromagnetism, and so forth. The fundamental forces and particles that fill the universe are just the vibrational tones of the unified field, the stable waves on the propagating ocean of existence. The whole universe is really just a symphony. Not a material world, but a world purely of vibration, the fundamentals and harmonics of the superstring. Similarly, human consciousness has its natural reverberant frequencies and can be stimulated, and these frequencies can be heard in the most silent, settled state of human awareness, in the meditative state. And the structure of consciousness, shown in this chart, has a very definite, very demonstrable, repeatably verifiable structure. And that structure is shown on the top of this chart. I won't go into great detail here, but it's been recorded and reconfirmed generation after generation by meditators and sages throughout the world. This structure is called the structure of Rig Veda. It's the blueprint of the universe as open to direct experiential confirmation in the meditative state. The bottom of this chart shows the vibrational structure of unity from the standpoint of modern science, and they are identical. Both the ancient Vedic description, open to direct experiential confirmation, and the modern mathematical description have the same structure of 192 syllables, or fundamental tones, divided into three categories we could call pertaining to Rishi, Devata, and Chandas, but the names don't matter. Quantitative, one-to-one correspondence between the structure of the unified field of physics and the structure of the unified field of your own consciousness, open to direct verification in the silent, most expanded state of human awareness. And there are many other reasons we can, and we'll even go into briefly later, that confirm the fundamental identity of our own pure consciousness, our self, our very subjectivity, and this universal intelligence that gave birth to the universe. All of this is that. So I want to state very unequivocally and very clearly, because it's been a little bit confused, I think, in the past. Even at good conferences, it gets confused. The unified field is consciousness, universal consciousness. Consciousness is the unified field. There is no consciousness other than that. The consciousness we associate with the mind and with thinking, it is reflected consciousness, just as a colored glass vessel reflects light from the sun. But the vessel itself is not the source of light. The human mind is not the source of consciousness, it is the reflector of consciousness, a universal consciousness which is open to direct experience when the mind settles completely and the thinking process is transcended and pure consciousness alone exists, wide awake within its universal nature. That is the meditative state. It is that state that has become the subject of intensive scientific research and research in the field of brain development, and it is the experience of that holistic consciousness, universal consciousness, which is so fundamental to education and the proper development of the brain.